For a really long time, I have been making money online in multiple different ways. And today I'm gonna share with you 10 of the ways that you can make money online too. Let's dive right in. Thing number one, you might have guessed, YouTube. Here we are, hi. YouTube is actually a great opportunity for you to be able to create an income online, and it can be partly passive. What I mean is I created several videos over the last few years, and then I kind of ducked out for a little bit because I had to go back to work and work a full-time job because of family situation stuff. I didn't really post that much on my YouTube channel for like 2 years. And even while I was kind of away, my channel flourished. It continued to get thousands of views. I was averaging about 20,000 views a month on my videos, and even though in the grand scheme of things that's not a ton, it was enough for me to be making approximately $150 every single month. And it's just absolutely amazing that that continued on without me posting actively like every single week like everybody says that you have to do. Obviously, if you can be consistent and post content on a regular basis like weekly, I would advise you to do like one per week if you can. That's ideal to get the ball rolling in the right direction. In fact, that's definitely a huge part of how I was able to get my channel to the point where it was continuing to grow and I was continuing to get views and my videos were ranking in search because I had evergreen content as part of my strategy. And I go into a whole lot more about that in other videos on my channel, so feel free to check that out if you're interested. But earning from the ads that showed on my YouTube videos was actually one of my really consistent payments that I got every single month without fail because of the content that I created years ago. And I had fun doing it. So I definitely encourage you to consider YouTube as a path. Now, YouTube can be a catalyst for several other income opportunities. So for example, you can actually utilize your brand that you create on YouTube or any social media platform for that matter. It could be Instagram or TikTok, whatever your platform of choice is. You can be promoting something, whether it's products that you believe in, or if it's just affiliate links to different products that you're showing in your videos at the time. You can do a whole bunch of things or even offer your own products. So I'm gonna lead into why all of these things are something that you could pair really well with your social media strategy or your personal branding strategy, especially with YouTube, because YouTube's my fave. So the second stream of income that I'll recommend is affiliate links and affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing is essentially you just recommending something that you like, something that you believe in, a product, a company, an item, and putting a link directly to that item. And then if somebody buys that item, then you get a small commission from it. And in my case, I have several different links on every single one of my videos. And I also have links in my bio. So anytime that someone goes to my bio on one of my socials, whether that be TikTok or Instagram, then they purchase through one of those links, then I automatically collect commission, as well as, of course, if they use the links directly in the description of my videos on YouTube. And I actively talk about the products that I'm using in a lot of my videos. So for example, if I was going to tell you about my favorite water bottle here that I drink to stay super hydrated as a mama who is still full-time breastfeeding and working full-time and doing YouTube, I would leave the link to this amazing water bottle in the description if I can find a link to it. It really is, it's a good one. Yeah, you can find it below. That's the concept. And it could be so much more. It doesn't have to be just little items. It could be big items. Like some people, for example, a lot of different channels that talk about how to grow on YouTube and they talk about the gear and things that you need to buy. Personally, I use my iPhone, so that works for me and I'm cool with that. I don't think you really need to have a whole fancy setup to get started. And this goes back to my point number one about why YouTube is great to get started with, because you really don't need that much. You just need you, your energy, something that you want to talk about. So you need your brain to be turned on, or, you know, you could even just use AI. I mean, I can make a whole nother video about how people are using AI to make videos nowadays. That's crazy. But my point is, people are talking about gear, people are talking about high ticket items, and you can actually be making a pretty substantial amount from affiliate marketing. Some YouTubers will even say that affiliate marketing is the largest part of their income strategy. That's pretty amazing. And in fact, affiliate marketing used to be a very small part of my income strategy, and over the years, I have seen it fluctuate. I also have continued to get passive income through my affiliate links every single month without fail, also for the last 2 years, actually 4 years. Wow, 4 years? I've been on YouTube for 4 years. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm old. Okay, I'm back. So all that to say, affiliate marketing is definitely a really good path for you if you're continuing to try to grow your passive income strategies as well as your active income streams by sharing some products that you're interested in, that you recommend. And there's even high ticket affiliate marketing. Over the years, I have watched my affiliate marketing income actually at some points surpass my ad revenue, which is awesome because they were both completely passive at one point, and I was just watching people buy products that I was putting links to. Like, that's super cool. But additionally, it could be so much more. Sometimes people will pair affiliate marketing with network marketing. And this is the next point that I'm going to talk about is network marketing. So this is a little bit more than just linking something that you're interested in. This is like you partnered with a company, you joined a team or a community, and you've decided that you want to recommend that specific product through your content. This is another great way to go if you want to just diversify your income streams or share something that you're really passionate about, like health and wellness. That's something that's kind of always been a side hustle income strategy for me, and also just something that I'm really passionate about as well because I gotta take care of my body, and I think everybody else should too. I'm a mom, I have kids, I have 3 kids now, and it's super important to me that they are super healthy. So I've got some products that we utilize every single day, and I will happily link those below as well in case anybody's curious. But these are products that could be low ticket items or they could be high ticket items. I've been a part of multiple different companies where people can make anything from $5 on a sale to $8,000 in a sale. What? I know. Yeah, it's real. And if you want to know more about that business strategy, then I've got a whole nother video for you on exactly how I do that. All the links that you need to know are in the description of this video. This is going to be a long description. So many side hustles and so many different ways to make money. Oh my gosh. Okay, the difference really at the end of the day between affiliate marketing and network marketing is that network marketing, you typically have a team. So this means that not only are you selling a product that you believe in, but additionally, people who buy that product from you can also sell that product, and you, for kind of bringing them into that company or that team or that community, can get an additional incentive for that, whether it be a bonus or extra commission. There are so many different business models out there, but at the end of the day, that's really the biggest difference. Is one is networking, you're doing it with people, and one is just being an affiliate just for the product. And a lot of network marketing companies also allow you to just sell the product too without doing the team building, and it really depends again on their specific business model. So definitely something to keep in mind. I know that sometimes it gets a bad rep because people reach out to other people and they're like,
hey, come buy from me. And then they're like, I'm your friend, I don't want to buy from you.
And like it gets a bad rep because people are like that and they don't know how to do sales properly. And so that's why if you are going to do something like that, I definitely recommend doing your research. Join a team that actually coaches you on how to do it properly, like my team. And then you can learn a lot more about those strategies and exactly how to do it in a way that isn't icky or pushy or like having to talk to anybody that you know, like unless they're actually your ideal market, because people that like your friends and family, are usually not your target market for whatever thing that you're selling. And again, this is why I revert back to social media, because you can build an audience of people that you actually want to reach out to. And there's a lot of different ways that you can also use automation to do this as well. And this is something that I teach in my other training video that I mentioned before, where you can learn about the high ticket affiliate marketing / network marketing. Moving on to potential income source number 4, digital products. This is also a whole thing that is blowing up right now. Like, digital products are not new. You could have always made your own digital product. I actually made my own digital product back when I launched this channel. Even before that, when I was pregnant with my twins, I looked everywhere for a pregnancy tracker for twins. Could not find one at all. Could not find one that I liked anyway. If I saw any options out there, I was like, none of these are cute. Cuteness is a big factor for me, So I made my own. I'm a creative person. I've got design skills. I knew exactly what I wanted to track. I had several different metrics that I wanted to look at every single day that were really important to me. And so I put all of those things into my own design, created it, utilized it for my whole pregnancy. I even ended up giving all of the different files to friends for free so that they could use for their own pregnancies too, because they were like, hey, how'd you track your pregnancy? And I was like, oh, I made my own. Here, have my journal. Like, here you go. I made it. Boom. And then they're like, wow, this is really good. You should be charging for it. And I was like, You are right. So I did. I turned it into a digital product for sale on an Etsy shop, and I sold it for like $5.99. Like, and people could just download the digital files and then print it out and utilize it however they wanted, or they could use it digitally if they wanted. I mean, the sky's the limit with digital products, and that's what's so cool about it. But recently, things have been blowing up in that realm because, like, all of a sudden people realize that digital products are awesome. And I'm like, yeah. They've always been awesome. Additionally, I even have my own course that I developed about how to grow on YouTube and how to start a YouTube channel and how to launch and all of that stuff to be effective and create a successful income strategy on YouTube. So again, I'll leave the link for this in the description. So that's another product that I had developed a while ago, but all of a sudden, just in the last year or so, people are reaching this discovery of digital products being a huge way to help people learn how to do digital marketing. And that's the thing that is actually crazy. It's kind of like a circle, and a lot of people are calling it MRR, or master resale rights, where people are selling courses that come with the rights to sell it again, almost as if it were network marketing, except it's not a team and you don't benefit from anything else that anyone else does. It's just simply the person that made this course, a random course, but actually really good courses. I know, because I've bought 2 of them, actually more than 2. Anyway. I have taken these courses because I was like, hey, I want to learn what these people are up to. Like, I'm all about it. I have an actual professional background in digital marketing. And I'm like, okay, these can't possibly be legit, but I'm curious, right? Like, I was intrigued. So I took like these $500 courses, and they were legit. They were amazing. And people were making thousands of dollars, like a ton of money on a daily basis by reselling a course that somebody else had already made. And I was like, that's a concept. Now that's a new concept. I did not ever think of that. Like, I thought of like, oh, of course I create my own thing. I sell my own thing. I never thought of selling the rights to sell it to somebody else. Like, that's wild. And so these new courses that are coming into the hemisphere of content creation, they're actually really, really good, and they're updated on a regular basis, and like, they're literally worth probably thousands of dollars, and yet they're being sold for competitive prices because there's other courses that are competing with them with really good content too, and all of them are like $500, which is just kind of really awesome. So honestly, I would personally recommend to hop on it if you're interested. I also have links for these courses down below where you can learn exactly how to create your own digital products and how to actually sell them, and strategies to do this again in a way that's not icky. And there's even several modules in these courses about how to do all of this, everything that I've talked about, without showing your face. Like, faceless content creation is becoming a thing, and it's becoming easier and easier as AI develops too. But I mean, it's just, the sky is the limit, and you know, if you can just even get a little inch of creative juices flowing, the sky is the limit, and you can do so much with it. So I definitely recommend these resources if you're interested in learning how that works and how to create your own digital products. And again, if you buy any of those MRR courses, don't feel like you have to be reselling those exact courses. It might not be your niche. Like, it might not specifically be your audience to be like,
hey, like, I'm going to teach you how to do digital marketing. Like,
for me, it makes sense because I actually have always wanted to talk about this. Like I said, I developed my own course a couple years ago on how to do YouTube and how to build a business around it and all of these things. And I have a background in digital marketing professionally, but again, like, they could also just be something that you utilize to learn how to do all of this, how to make your own products, like my pregnancy planner and my YouTube course and things like that, so that then you can go on to sell your own digital products for 100% profit. And I'd say that is actually the coolest little like silver lining on digital products, is that people that are selling digital products are collecting 100% profit, compared to affiliate links or network marketing or any of those options where people are actually just simply making a commission or a percentage. Like, the highest that I've seen is like around 50%, but typically you're never going to get more than 50%, because then why is the company paying you? Like, it's their product. But if it's your own digital product, then you're making 100% commission. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. Income source number 5. Brand deals. Okay, so this one is a little bit more specific to those who have taken up number 1 or any type of social media, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, again, any of the things in the hemisphere, Pinterest. You know, some people are influencers on there, but I think those first three are the big ones. At least for me, YouTube and TikTok are the top two, and then Instagram is really becoming a big one too. So they're all kind of high up. But YouTube, brands like YouTube, because you can show more and you can obviously, like, you're doing long form content. If that's your strategy, then you can get paid a lot more for your brand deals than if you're doing it like short form. Like, I've gotten paid from all kinds of brands for different types of videos that I've done. But really, I think the big thing to be aware of, if you're going to go down that route, you need to take into account that at the beginning, a lot of brands will probably just be interested in giving you free products in exchange for your whatever it is that you're gonna do for them, whether you're gonna talk about them for 60 seconds on a video, or whether you're just gonna do a quick post on Instagram, or maybe you're gonna do a 30-second reel or TikTok, or short, whatever, any of those things. It really depends. And so the big thing is to make sure that you're actually working with brands that are, one, giving you what you're worth for your value. And some of them have a lot of, strict guidelines, like they can't work with somebody who has less than 10,000 subscribers or something like that. Every single brand is different. But like I said, at the very beginning of when I was starting to accept brand deals, I was getting a ton of messages and emails from brands that wanted to work with me, but they were just saying, hey, I'll send you a free product. And I only wanted free products from the brands that I was directly reaching out to. Like, I wasn't going to do an entire video for something that I don't need. But if it's a product that I absolutely really love, like, I did a lot of outreach specifically towards companies that I wanted to work with. Like, for example, when my twins were going from cribs to beds, I was like, hey, how cool would it be if we could furnish both of their beds for a video? And that's what we did. I reached out to some companies that I specifically wanted to work with, and then was so thrilled when I was able to get a positive response and find a company that worked with them. And now it's like 4 years later, and my girls both still have those beds. That's like $1,000 worth of value of something that I was going to buy anyways. So in that case, it totally works if you're going to need that product anyways, or you want to work with that brand, or you just, you're really passionate about it. But if you aren't necessarily needing stuff, then I definitely recommend trying to, again, use those negotiation skills and go for getting paid for your content. And again, the brand deals are all over the board. Some brands just give you like a flat fee for posting something, or sometimes they'll pay you based on your specific reach. Like, let's say that you get 100,000 views on one video, then if a brand is paying you $20 per 1,000 view, that's $2,000. That's awesome. Or if they're paying you $100 per 1,000 views, then that's $10,000. Like, those are what big creators can earn. And again, the scope is all over from approximately that range, but I mean, it's all over the board, and it's up to you and like your audience, your negotiation skills. And so I think it's really important. Again, this is like one of those things that I think is so important for people to talk about, so that there's transparency, and so that new creators can learn how to go about their discussions and negotiations and kind of get an understanding of what they should be charging and what your value is. Because even though like content creation has been going on for years, it's still kind of an unknown gray area of negotiating with brands. And most brands now actually do have an influencer budget, specifically as part of their marketing budget. I should know because I work full-time in marketing. And I have been in the opposite position before, where I have been literally talking to influencers, negotiating from the company side, saying,
okay, like, how much would you charge? Oh, well, I don't know if we can work with you.
Anyways, so I'd say that is also really important. And if you do decide that you want to pursue building an online brand on YouTube or any of those social media outlets, then you definitely have a really good opportunity to earn a lot through brand deals. Most content creators do actually consider brand deals as being a substantial amount of their income year over year. But it's not passive, because it's basically just like a one-time thing. You get a brand deal, you do the video, you get paid, it's done. And even sometimes brands will give you like an affiliate link. Like, if if you use this link and promote this link, then you'll get an extra commission off of what you sell, and you can get a discount for your audience, and that will last up to whenever the code expires or something like that. So that's also kind of an option that could be passive for like a couple months if you can get one that's a couple months long, but it just depends. So those ones are a lot more, again, up in the air. It's up to you and negotiating and all of that, which is why it's really important to get those negotiating skills. So those are my top 5 ways to earn online right now. These are really like the big core ways that people are earning, but there are still additional ways to earn. Income source number 6, offering your own service. This is great if you have a creative skill that you can do online, like design work or editing, or even if you are good at reading contracts, for example, photography. I mean, the sky is the limit again here, but those are just a few things that like literally came to the top of my head right now. At one point, I was really big into event planning, and this was way before COVID. Back when it was like a really competitive market to do event planning in, because I loved planning events. And you know, that's something that you can kind of do from afar, like wedding planning and things like that. And then of course you'd have to be there on site during the day of, but that is one option. I also considered scrapbooking because I was really excited about scrapbooking for a while. And this was also during the days when I was getting married and like really making my own scrapbook of all of our images. And people were like, wow, that's so good. Like you should do other people's weddings too. And I was like, oh, maybe I should, you know. So again, like there's so many different things that you could do that are completely online. Coaching, consulting, you know, all of that is also in that same bucket for offering your services. Like this is something that actually I'm probably going to add on later, is offering coaching. In fact, I've done coaching already. I've given coaching to several people who I know, like friends, and even I've started to get referrals. Like my mom reached out to me and was like, hey, my friend has a daughter who's going to go to school for marketing and like wants to like have a conversation with you about like your insights, and could you like coach her on like what direction to go? And I was like, oh my gosh, totally. And her ended up having like an hour-long conversation, and it was awesome, and I loved that. And I'm like, wow, I really should be offering like coaching calls as a service for sure, because people are like life coaching, like that's a big thing. But you know, again, like my expertise is in the realm of digital marketing and content creation. So I feel like that's definitely something that I could offer. So that is definitely one that you might see in the future that I haven't done yet, but also is really easy to do. I mean, for example, if you decide that you want to offer that and you already have a following, or if you're going to create a following, like people love the idea of being able to connect directly with the person that they're seeing behind the camera. So, you know, as you're seeing this video, it's like, wait a second, to think that, you know, if you're watching somebody that you respect online or whatever, if you're watching somebody like on YouTube, let's think of any YouTuber that you follow that you like, maybe it's me. You could totally think about like booking a call with them, and that idea just sounds awesome, right? Like, could you imagine having a conversation with that person and it's like $100 or something? I mean, that's probably depends on the size and the scale of the influencer, because some people charge probably way more than that. That's probably how much I would charge for like an hour, at least starting out, just because I know my value and like what time is worth. But you know, as it grows and I have less and less time, who has time? I don't have time. That's funny. But you get what I mean. Charging something that you think is realistic for the type of value that you're going to offer, and helping people where they're at and figuring out what direction to go in next. Having a Calendly link, I mean, that's pretty straightforward. And you could even just have it be a digital automated setup where, you know, they could use Stand Store, for example, and you could have them buy it from you in your Stand Store. If you don't know what that is, that's just a link page that literally has links to products that you're selling, but you can buy it within that, and it has like some automations that it automatically sends the digital product to people, or it could send an email with a link to book a call with you if you're doing a coaching call. So that's another way that you could do that. And again, if you want to know how that works, you can check out my digital products below, because it talks about how to do that. Just saying. Offering your services, offering your coaching, that is also a really good option for anybody in that realm. I even have friends that are fitness coaches that do remote training with their clients. Like, I mean, the sky is the limit. Again, even though you think of that as being a physical thing, it's not, because ever since COVID, everything's online. So yeah. Memberships. This is something also that will be coming very soon to my YouTube channel as well as to Instagram, because there is now the option to become a member of a community. And if you really like somebody's content, there's a good chance that they probably have membership as an option, which means that, you know, every single influencer is different and every single membership community is different. But for example, you could be getting an early release of content. You could be getting on a Q&A call with your favorite influencer with a group of people on a monthly basis if you're part of their membership. You could be getting recognition on their channel as being a part of their membership. You could be getting swag as part of your membership. I mean, every single influencer and like brand does it differently, but I know like when I launch mine, it's definitely going to be including early access to my content. It's also probably going to be including recognition for those that are a part of the community and possibly having a way for that community to connect with like-minded people. Also digital resources that I am actively making. Essentially, memberships are just a really great way to connect directly with a community that is really invested in a specific audience and be able to provide them additional value in exchange for their support of your creation. The next one is a podcast, and this is also kind of similar to how YouTube works in the way that you get paid for ads and things like that. I don't really have a whole lot to say about this except for it is super easy to start and you don't have to show your face in this one as well. You can just use your voice and it can definitely be a great way to start. Just kind of get introduced to the concept of creating and editing. You can also utilize those voiceovers, or you can do video form podcasts as well, and you can share those on a YouTube channel too. So podcasts can go hand in hand with YouTube. And then what you can do actually is you can even utilize clips of your podcast and make those into shorts to then promote your long form content. So it really can go hand in hand with YouTube, but it's just an alternative extra option for creating another income stream that also could be partly passive, because much like YouTube videos, your podcast could continue to get views over and over and over. Another avenue to earn money from is also kind of in that same realm, and it's music. This is again one that I also have done, and you may not know this about me, but I'm also a singer-songwriter. Yeah! So I also have my own album out on Spotify. You can listen to it also on YouTube and Pandora and Apple Music and all of those places. I will also link this below if you are curious. It's Carolyn Rose with a YN. It's like uplifting, happy, positive. I have not promoted it that much, so I do get paid for it, but it's very minimal. But it has the opportunity to grow if I decided to really promote it and utilize all the different same marketing skill sets and things that I utilize for my YouTube channel and my digital products and my network marketing and my coaching and all the things that I do. Then it probably would be a more substantial income as well, because again, people would be listening to the songs over and over and over and over, and you can also continue to get paid per view over and over and over and over. Very small amounts, but it adds up. And if you're curious to know how that works, or if you want me to make a separate video exactly more about that, let me know if that's an interest to you, and I'll be happy to share more. And then my number 10 recommendation for ways to make money online right now is investing or real estate. And this one is definitely one that I think everybody should get introduced to and should be aware of as an option, because it's not something that was really like taught to most people. At least I didn't learn about it when I was young. Like I had to go out and like really try to look for a way to learn about how to invest and where to do it and smart strategies and, you know, all these different things. And so there are people that you can listen to, like on YouTube, for example, that have really good insights on that. There's a lot of things that I could talk about revolving around money mindset and how to earn multiple streams of income, but I am not going to be teaching you how to do investing, because that is one that I am also still learning myself. That's like the only one on the list that I don't do. I do it actually. I do have some investments. I'm just, I'm not like a pro at investing. So if I continue to get educated on these things, then I can share more with you on this. But I do actually have my real estate license, so that kind of goes hand in hand with it. And this is something that I'm not saying that you should go and get your real estate license unless you're serious about doing real estate. Even if I'm not actively growing my real estate portfolio, I can actively refer people to other agents and then basically be able to get referral income off of that, because I am so dang busy doing all of these other things. And furthermore, if you do decide to actually buy real estate or invest in real estate, then I can talk a lot about that because I do know a lot about real estate and investing and being a landlord and all of those things. So if you're interested in those things, then that is also a really good opportunity to be able to earn more income off of something that is physical, that will gain value over time, kind of depending on the market, but also you need to be aware of a lot of other things that go into play, like the location and upkeep of the actual property, and if you're gonna rent it and what that looks like, and your profit margin and all the things that you need to take into account to decide whether it's worth it or not. But that is just another way that you could potentially make money from a remote place. There, of course, are also other things that I did not mention in any of these. Pretty much everything that I mentioned today was like an entrepreneurial route of being able to create your own online income, but there are other ways that you can make money online as well. Like there's a lot of online jobs. There's a lot of different ways that you could work part-time. There are several platforms out there you can actually put your skills on and then get hired for a specific project, like video editing, for example. I guess this kind of goes back to offering your own services, but you could be a virtual assistant. That's really big right now because a lot of people that are growing by doing all these things that I mentioned need a virtual assistant. So that can also be a great way to just get your feet wet and get involved and kind of start learning about the processes that other people are going through to create their own online business. You could do drop shipping. You could sell something that you make. Again, you could even declutter your house and just sell things online. Like a lot of people do Poshmark. Like there's so many different ways to do things. You can even earn from utilizing a specific sound in your short videos or in your TikToks. This is something that I've done actually for a while. So many ways, like infinite ways right now to be able to create some type of income stream online that I was able to think of. And I know I'm certainly probably forgetting some. So if I am forgetting some, let me know additional ideas in the comments below so that other people here can learn about other ways to make money. And if you have any questions about any of the things that I covered, or if you want to hear more about any of the things that I covered, definitely let me know in the comments. I do read all of my comments and I will try to respond to every single one. So I cannot wait to connect with you there. And as always, give this video a like if you enjoyed it, if it brought you value, share it with a friend who needs to hear it, and subscribe if you want to. I always do appreciate it. It really does help me build my business and help me to be able to reach more people and share all of these different fun ideas and my super fun personality with them as well. Thanks guys, and have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.